Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I apologize for being a bit late on this upload. I normally post once a week, but schoolwork is starting to pile up even though it's online. I'm going to try to pre-record some videos so I have consistent content for you guys, but regardless, thank you for the continued support. We just hit 150 subscribers and I can't express in words how much I appreciate that. It's a small number in comparison to the rest of the YouTube platform, but I truly appreciate every one of you. Now let's get into it. Today I want to talk about a film that came out on HBO recently called Bad Education. It's directed by Corey Finley, written by Mike Makowski, and stars Hugh Jackman along with a plethora of other A-list talent. I heard good things about this movie before I watched it. I watched Austin Burks and Stuckman's review on it, and I knew I wanted to check it out. I was expecting it to be a decent little movie, but it turns out it's actually my favorite movie of 2020 so far. Obviously, if we were living a few years back, we'd have way more movies to choose from by this time of the year, but unfortunately, we only have a handful. But Bad Education is my favorite of the handful so far. So here's my spoiler-free review of Bad Education. So here's the plot. A Long Island school superintendent and his assistant are credited with bringing the district unprecedented prestige. Frank is a master of positive messaging, whether before an audience of community leaders or in an office with a concerned student or parent. That changes when a student reporter uncovers an embezzlement scheme of epic proportions, prompting Frank to devise an elaborate cover-up. This film is based off a true event that happened back in the Long Island, New York area in 2002, and I don't know exactly what the movie added that doesn't stay true to the real life story, but regardless, the movie is captivating throughout the entirety of its runtime. I want to stay away from spoilers during this video because if you don't know anything about the real life scandal the film is based on, you'll be blown away by the crazy acts of deception and theft that these real people performed. The beginning of the film has a lot of setup, like a lot. I'd say at least the first half hour of this film is solely dedicated to the main character, Superintendent Frank. There are other character arcs that start within that 30 minutes and other characters are presented to us, but the main guy here is Frank. But Hugh Jackman plays Frank, and Hugh Jackman plays Frank so goddamn well. This movie would not work if Hugh Jackman didn't give the performance of his life. It's genuinely baffling that the dude who plays the absolutely ruthless Wolverine can somehow transform to a school board poster boy. He's incredibly talented, and this might be my favorite performance of his, and I absolutely loved him in both Logan and Prisoners. The other actors and actresses also do a phenomenal job at portraying their characters, and the movie had me gripping my seat, which is just crazy, because it's a movie about a high school board, and it's this good. The direction is also great. One of my favorite, if not my favorite scene in the movie comes at the very end. I can't really explain it to you or it would spoil the end of the film, but you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it. The script is also super clever at times, and the way the story is structured surprised me on multiple occasions. Usually with movies that are based on real life events, you can kind of expect where the story is going. There are definitely a few exceptions to this, Zodiac by David Fincher being one of them and Patriots Day being the other. Obviously, if you know the real life story before going into the movie, you will not be as surprised throughout its runtime, but the movies I just mentioned, including Bad Education, structure the story in a way that's not as easily predictable and a lot more suspenseful and compelling. I've never had a grading system for movies on my channel, but I thought for my film reviews, I'd start just giving my letterboxd grade at the end as well, so Bad Education gets a 4 out of 5. And for anyone wondering, The Invisible Man is also a 4 out of 5 for me, but Bad Education I enjoyed ever so slightly more, but I just can't give it a 4.5 just yet. Definitely have to give it a rewatch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more movie content like this. Stay safe, and I'll be back soon. Peace.